Hello, my name is Patrick Jackson. This is my Module 10 presentation for helping students realize their learning norms. In this presentation, I'm going to review my thoughts on supporting students in these 10 must-have areas: relationships, relevance, time, timing, play, practice, choice, authenticity, challenge, and application. Relationships. I believe that modeling and reinforcing good relationship building helps to promote a safe and encouraging environment for students to learn. Encouraging teachers to learn and understand student cultural background and history will also allow students to build stronger relationships with each other and see perceptions and perspectives of others to help them better learn. Encouraging teachers to engage in cultural sharing will strengthen that practice, and promoting a community of celebrating to help students feel safe and invited to share and be open with their school environment, including teachers, families, and other students. Two practices we do at my school is capturing kids' hearts and Second Step, which helps facilitate social and emotional outlets for students. My pictures I've include two community engagement projects we do at our school. One is Grandparents' Day, where grandparents can come and have lunch with students and share their stories and background. The other is Taste of Gordon Parks, which is an event where families can bring traditional dishes from their family to share with the rest of the school and build a community. Relevance. Encouraging teachers to express the importance of skills being learned, utilizing real-world examples to demonstrate where skills are used outside of the classroom. The picture I've shared is an article that a student of ours wrote for TeamView magazine in an advanced English course. That helped her apply her writing skills and her ideas in an editorial. We also partner with WSU Tech to give students a chance to apply the media arts skills that they learned in our building, as well as, again, our TeamView magazine partnership. Time is an important factor for supporting student learning. I believe that developing a framework for self-pacing would help students be able to work at their own pace and support their learning abilities, as well as encouraging teachers to invest time, not just time that they spend in the classroom, but time that they spend with practice and allowing students to work on skills to gain a deeper knowledge and understanding. Two ideas to help facilitate that would be block scheduling, which allows students to have extra time, not only to engage in instruction, but also practicing skills. And the idea of having a year-round student portfolio where they kind of know the outcome of their school year, and it gives them a roadmap on what exactly it is they need to have completed by the end of the year. Timing to facilitate this need, I believe that continually reinforcing requirements for mastering or portfolio completion, as I said on the last slide, is a key practice that we can use to help students reach their goals. Making sure that they are getting check-ins in the form of maybe a student-built pacing guide that allows them to build skills in setting benchmarks that they have to meet along a timeline to eventually reach a final destination. We currently use standards reference grading and proficiency scales like the one I have posted are a great tool to help facilitate that. Play is a very key role, or plays a very key role in student learning, as it facilitates students being able to discover what methods they learn best by figuring out different ways that they can receive information, not just through instruction, but a few things to help with that would be scheduling brain breaks, not just promoting them, but actually having them scheduled that incorporate different aspects into learning, such as physical activity or arts. Learning through exploration, which lends itself to what I call the art of making mistakes, and reinforcing with students that making mistakes can be a learning tool, and that it's not a bad thing to make mistakes as long as we're learning from the mistakes that we made and how we can continually try to avoid things that will hurt us in the future. Promoting the values of exploration with families. In the picture here, I have a group of students who are working on a science project at a family game night where we incorporate science, math, and reading into games. And hopefully that promotes the idea that families can take activities back to their house and continue learning when students are not in the classroom setting. I'm a big proponent of integration, and that's not integration of academic skills into exploratory classes, but the reverse of that, integrating physical activity, music, and arts into the classroom. Practice. I'm encouraging teachers to engage students in deep, sustained practice, not just doing work to complete an assignment, but actually gaining understanding and usable skills from it, allowing multiple opportunities for assessment, giving students a glance at where they are and constantly letting them know how their practice is affecting their learning, and always looking to answer the question of, do students know how their skills apply? Are we giving them opportunities and feedback on where they're going to be using these skills in the future, not just to work on assignments in the classroom? The picture I have is a group of fifth graders who are performing a dance that they learned at an annual community event that we hold, where they spend 6 weeks learning the choreography to the dance, and the community gets an opportunity to vote on which grade level performed their dance the best. Choice plays a key role in students developing buy-in to their programs, promoting individuality and individual thinking skills for education, and making sure that students understand that they have their own voice. They don't need to follow what others are doing necessarily, but they can work on their own skills for themselves. Utilization of choices board, as I have posted next to my list here. That is a choices board that we put together for students to choose activities to work on while we were in quarantine. They can choose their options, and weekly we update the activities so that they're continually getting lessons in all of their classes, not just their core subjects. Providing multiple opportunities for students to practice standards in different formats. And that's something that we are continually working on with SRGs to make sure that students truly understand what it is they need to do to demonstrate mastery by the end of the school year, so that they kind of have their choice in how they're processing and working, and how much time they need to actually get there. Authenticity, promoting curriculum and instruction that reflects growth mindset to engage and challenge students, and continually making sure that the work they do is actionable and purposeful, working with community partners to both support learning as well as validate relevance for students' work. Pictures we have here are Community Day, where students worked in their classrooms to demonstrate and understand Black History Month, and using Black History Month as kind of their theme to go through their different subject areas. And at the end of the month, having a few community members come in and discuss what it is that they do in the community and how the skills the students are working on currently affect their jobs that they have in the community. Finally, challenge, continually assessing students' progress towards mastery with our SRGs, providing enrichment opportunities so students are continually being challenged, not just working to complete an assignment, promoting different instructions, differentiated instruction to make sure that we're reaching all students at their level and trying to keep them moving forward, and always setting high expectations that are continually taught and reinforced to encourage strong practices, not just by the teachers, but also by the students. And I have our guidelines for success posted here as something that we reflect on daily to make sure students are in the frame of mind to learn and do their job as students when they're in school. Application. Real world application being promoted in our programs, taking field trips so students have a chance to see the concepts that they're learning in different ways, as well as apply their understandings to what they see. Community projects that help students apply their understandings in meaningful ways, bringing in guest speakers to help support the ideas that students are working on and learning in their classes, as well as student work showcases where students have a chance to display what they're working on to a variety of different stakeholders that can come in and validate what it is that they're doing. The pictures we have here are a programming class for our middle schoolers participating in a robotics competition where they actually get to take their programming skills and put them into live practice. And above, we have a wax museum, students reflecting on Black History Month, choosing a figure in Black history to give a narrative and educate viewers on what their role was during the civil rights movement. Thank you for reviewing my presentation, and I hope to hear from you soon.